Hello friend, my name is Asindra and today I'm going to continue playing for you Uncommon Time. Welcome to Movement 2. Last time we failed the world tuning and there was an awful amount of yelling. Now we need to go find Aubrey. So I guess we'll go to Stave first. Enter Stave? Yes. I guess I ought to ask around at the inn first. Okay. Into the inn. Oh, wow. Excuse me, but I'm looking for a friend of mine. Would you let me know if you've seen them around lately? Sure. Can I have their description? White hair, red eyes, probably wearing a grayish-purple dress and a white coat with burgundy lining. Their name's Aubrey. Would this friend of yours wear a lot of star-shaped hairpins? Oh, yeah, that would be them. You're in luck, then. The rest of their party left the other day, but your friend Mixpica is still staying here. Wait. The rest of their party? Would that be a girl with short hair, a man with a veil, or a girl with her hair up in a pigtail and a bun? Just the last two, I'm afraid. They were having breakfast downstairs yesterday morning, and I overheard a few snatches of conversation. It sounded like Mr. Totoki and Miss Otoa were headed south, but Mixpica wanted to stay here. So Saki and Mayrin are together. If they're leaving, then if I hurry... No, I decided I was going to start with Aubrey. And if Saki is with Mayrin, she'll probably be okay. There's no way for anybody to leave Harmonia anyway. I need to keep it together. Then, have you seen a Teagan Almace staying here before them? I do recognize your party, young lady. We don't get that many travelers at all, let alone in this season. Miss Almace hasn't been here since you passed through here on the way to Belcanto. Oh, I see. Now, it may be nosy of me, but I need to ask. Has something happened? I can't speak for Mr. Totoki, but Miss Otoa and Mixpica seem to be awfully upset. There's been some stuff, but I'm taking responsibility and sorting things out. Anyways, thanks for letting me know. Is Aubrey here now? Yes, they're upstairs. I will have my staff keep an ear out, so don't cause any trouble. I don't think you need to worry about that, but thanks all the same. Well, that's good. At least Aubrey's here. And they should... Speaking of which... No, okay. They should be... Oh, right, that's two. In the room furthest from the stairs. Because we always seem to stay in the rooms furthest from the stairs. I don't know why. Aubrey. Alto. I came to get you. I'm very sorry for running off like that. You don't have to apologize. You didn't do anything wrong. But during the performance, I've turned my back on Lord Altair and Lady Arietta and shamed their legacy, and I've even failed you. Aubrey, listen to me. What happened back there wasn't your fault. But It's a challenging piece, and even professionals make little mistakes during performances sometimes. Besides, flaws as little as those shouldn't have messed up the world tuning that badly. But I think I want to go over that in depth with everyone all together, so I can answer questions and be sure I'm explaining clearly. You know I'm bad at stuff like that. Everyone together? Yeah. But I can't give up yet. This is my job, and you know what's at stake as well as I do. There should still be something that we can do. I'm going to get everyone back together and figure out what went wrong so that we can try again. Try again? Yeah. You still want me as part of the quintet? Of course I do. I wouldn't want anyone for the vocal part but you. mean, why? Because I'm just a coward. I'm gloomy and I'm awkward with people. I never know to appreciate the things until I lose them. Lord Altair was kind enough to take me in and raise me, but I was never properly grateful to him for it. I knew that my parents' dying wasn't Lady Arietta's fault, but I blamed her about it anyway. When Teagan was saying all those horrible things to you, I couldn't speak up to defend you. I'm a weak and petty person. And even just from a musical stance, there are so many vocalists that are better than me. So I don't understand. I don't matter, so why? That's not true at all. Of course you matter. It's okay to be quiet, and it's okay to be scared. Everybody's got things and people they take for granted, even if they try to be mindful. I think it's natural to have trouble opening up to a new family when you're grieving for your old one. And whether she meant it or not, Arietta's plans did cause a lot of lives to be lost. It's okay to resent that. And you weren't obligated to put yourself on the line to get in Teagan's face. You're not in charge of what she says and does. You have a beautiful voice, and you can do amazing magic. You come from a different perspective than me, so you know a lot of things I don't. That helps me a lot. I know that you regret volunteering for the experiment. And I know that I'll never be able to understand just how much you miss your adopted family. But you know what? Even though it's selfish for me to think so, I'm glad you did it. Because if you hadn't, we'd never have been able to meet. Alto. I won't force you if you don't want to. But if you don't want to give up either, I want you to come with me and keep trying. You do have other places you can go. The people of this country are good and kind, so they'll take you in if you don't want anything to do with this anymore. But I'd be really happy if you decided to stay and keep playing music with me. The world I want to save is a world that has you in it. Of course I'll stay with you. Really? I'm glad. Thank you. I love you. Oh. Thank you. I like you too. Really? Yep. Romantically? Yep. Really? Yeah, I like you too. You're pretty and cute, and being around you is fun. You know, when we first found you before you woke up, Mayron was joking around and compared you to Sleeping Beauty. I laughed about it, but inside I was really nervous, like, what if it is really like that? I mean, you were really cute, and if I had to kiss you without knowing if you were okay with it, I was sure you'd hate me for that. You really? Aw. Yeah, I like you. Aww. But, you know... What is it? There is one thing. Even though we like each other, I may not be able to stay with you. Huh? Why not? I don't know, because I've never been in a position where I have any right to ask before. But I don't have any siblings. I'm the only Cantabile in my generation. So to make sure that the world has a future, I have to have children. That means I have to marry someone I can have kids with, whether I like it or not. And my family won't allow a marriage to someone whose bloodline and abilities they don't approve of. I think that with your skill at magic and music, you might meet that criteria, but if we can't have children, it'll be just like Arietta and Lord Altair. we won't be able to be together. That doesn't matter. Eh? I don't care what your family says. Eh? Aw. You know what? I love you. And my feelings of love are invincible. From now on, I'll be with you no matter what, no matter who tries to oppose us. So it's okay. You sound really reliable right now. Thanks. If that's how it's going to be, then I have nothing to worry about, right? This is... Oh. Nikki times. Yay! Oh man, I haven't slept that well in ages. If I had known it would be like that, I'd have talked to you about this before. Okay, we're gonna do this. Next is Mayrin. And Saki too, since he'll probably still be with her. Did you get to hear where they were going? No, but Mayrin was very upset. I think Saki meant to take her to a place where she could calm down, but... Well, they can't leave Harmonia, so... Either a place like Solfège that's quiet, or a place that has good memories for her. Oh. What is it? I bet I know where this is going. Come on, I bet you anything they're in Polyphony. I don't understand, but alright, let's go. Yeah, we're gonna fix this. Aubrey rejoined the party. Saki totally took Mayrin to the fucking red light district. Where should we start looking? Follow me. Up, here we go. Nope, that's the end. I want the red light district. Here. Excuse me, we're looking for some friends of ours. I know they've come here before, so... Oh, would you be talking about Miss Otoa Mayrin? Huh? Yes, how did you know? Her companion gave us a description of you and said there's a chance you'd be coming along to pick her up. Oh. Saki. I don't know what happened, but good luck. That girl is a mess right now. She spent all her time either sleeping or crying, and she refuses to leave, even just to go next door to the inn. I'm a little worried about her mental state. Also, she's getting in the way of my escort's work, you know? It's hard for them to take clients with her there, and we can't very well toss her out when she's like this. We're down a room until someone can convince her to leave. We can't make any guarantees, but we'll try. Yep. Boop. Hello? Oh, are you here for that girl? Good luck, okay? She seems awfully dejected. Go away! I keep saying to leave me alone. I don't want to. Eh? Confrontation! Hey! Pardon us for barging in. Alto, Aubrey. Yep, it's us. So Saki was right. He was so sure you'd be coming after me despite everything. I told him there's no way you would, and that he didn't have to try so hard, but... It's nice to hear he believes in me. I don't blame you for not being able to, though. I was so surprised when you came for me, too. I thought for sure that you would have lost hope like us. I don't know about hope. I just don't want things to end like this. And I won't be satisfied with giving up until I've tried everything I can think of. So, hey, Mayrin, I want to try to get everything worked out and keep trying. I need your help for that. So I want you to come with us again, if that's okay with you. Hey, how can you be this nice? Huh? You've been sticking up for me all this time. You took so much time to help me and teach me, but when it was time to play for real, I was too nervous to do anything right. Mayrin, you know I'm no good, so why are you still trying to make me come with you? You don't have to force yourself to be this nice to a failure like me. Not when I already ruined everything for everybody. Or are you just stupid? I'm not worth your time. That ought to be clear by now. I don't get it. I don't think that's true. That you're a failure, or that you ruined everything, or that you're not worth my time. Huh? I know you know how much I messed up back there. You know, small mistakes in the world tuning, like missing a note here or there, or playing a bunch of 16th notes really messily, those shouldn't affect the ritual enough to cause what happened back there. There's definitely a problem that caused all of that, but it wasn't the actual performance. I know there's record of people having made worse mistakes and everything still going just fine, you know? Then how then how else do you explain it? You say, how the fuck else do you know? But that's not what it said. Anyway. I don't know how I should explain it, except that whatever the anomaly is, it runs a lot deeper. I'll have to talk to everybody together so that we can try to figure it out that way. That makes no sense. You make no sense. Talking to Alto, not from Mayrin's perspective anyway. But, Mayrin, I really want you to know this. Teagan may not believe most of what I've told her about the world tuning, but she knows that errors here and there in the performance don't matter. She knows better than to blame it all on any technical problems that you and Aubrey and Saki might have had. Mayrin, you're the one that told me that her saying mean things to people is her own choice. And you're right that her own actions are up to her. But it's still because of me that she said those things to you, and I'm really sorry. She was mad at me and she just took it out on everybody. That wasn't fair, or right. I'm going to have her apologize to you for that too, and I know the damage is already done, but I need to tell you, and you need to hear, that none of that's your fault. Look, I appreciate the thought. I appreciate that you're trying so hard, but you really don't have to. This isn't anything new, okay? I've been like this my whole life. I've been a burden to everyone, and I've never been able to give anybody anything. With Saki, I understand, but I just don't get why you're going so far to try to be nice to me. There are probably a billion violinists who are better than me here. I think you should go pick one of them instead. I can't. It has to be you, Mayrin. What the heck does that even mean? And that's not true at all. What isn't? That you're just a burden and that you've never contributed? That's not true. Like I said, stop trying so hard to be nice. I don't want to be pitied, so... It's not pity. I'm being honest. I'll prove it to you. If I can prove to you that you have made a difference, then will you think about coming with us again? I don't think that's possible. But if I can do it, will you think it over? I guess. Okay. I'll be back as soon as I have things ready. Aubrey, will you help me? Eh? Oh, okay. I don't mind. Thanks. We'll be heading out for a little while then, but we'll be back soon, okay? Mayrin, I think you can tell, but Alto is... She's not just forcing herself to be kind for your benefit or out of pity. For better or for worse, that's the kind of person she is. Look, even I can tell that much. But this is one of the disadvantages to that, okay? Whatever loyalty or stubbornness or altruism that's making her stick with me, I'm just gonna ruin everything again. She'll just get hurt because of me again. I'd rather push her away than weigh her down forever. I can't say that I know how you feel exactly, but I did feel guilty too, for not being able to help Alto or protect her at all. I still feel guilty about that. I thought for sure that even if she could stand back up after everything Teagan said to us, she would never come back to me. And I was determined that even in the off chance that she did, I would take the high road and not be swayed. But here she is, and here I am. Maybe Alto is right, and it is still too early to give up. As long as she has faith in me, as long as she says she needs me, I can't help but want to believe in her. Anyway, that's how I feel. And if you don't feel the same, I think you'll understand after this. We'll be back soon. So, what are we going to do? I think there's still stuff left, so let's go back to the mansion at Bel Canto. This shouldn't take long. And that explains why we still have ingredients in our inventory after we made the tarts. Have you done much cooking before? Well, we all rotated chores at the orphanage with Lord Altair, so I've done some, but not any baking. Well, I watched Mayrin do it, and she taught me while I did it with her, so it'll probably be fine. I'm worried. When you say it like that, I'm really worried. It might take a couple tries, but I'm sure we can figure this out if we're working together. I admire your optimism, but let's be careful. I will. Oh god. Successfully baked scones! Used up all the ingredients. That's probably for the best. I don't think Alto should be cooking anymore. All done. Whew. Well, that was dangerous. That was dangerous in so many different ways. Now, all we have to do is go back to Mayrin. Adventure! No. God, I am surprised that they did not manage to burn down the entire fucking house. Well, actually, no. The entire city. We're back! My voice cracked a bit there. That was fun. Here. This is... It took a couple tries, and they still came out a little burnt. But even so, they're the sweets you taught me how to make. They're for you. You guys. It was a bit of a debacle. I was afraid we would wind up burning the mansion down for a while in the middle. But it was a lot of fun to do. You know what? That time in Bel Canto when you had me help you make tarts was the first time I ever cooked anything. It was the first time anybody even let me in the kitchen at all. I was always told that there was too much danger of it damaging my hands, and training was hard enough on them already. I'd never really been interested in it, and I didn't think I would ever wind up doing it. I only had a vague idea of how you do it. So I was surprised by how much fun it is. That's something I definitely would have never realized without you. They really are burnt. And you didn't put enough salt in these, did you? That's a mistake people make a lot. It dulls the taste. The shape is really uneven and lumpy. But they're really, really delicious. They're almost as good as mine. You know, I actually came from a noble family. Not one as old as Alto sounds like it is, but we're still rich and have a long history. My parents were always concerned with being dignified and talented. I have a brother and 3 sisters. I'm right in the middle, and I don't know. My older brother and sister were always the ones that my parents took seriously and treated with respect. They're good at everything they do. And my little sisters are still little kids, so they need a lot of attention and looking after. But I haven't gotten any special talents or anything, and I'm old enough that aside from tutors and things, I'm expected to look after myself. Oh, and tutors and things. There should have been a comma. Sorry, anyway. So I always felt as though nobody really cared about me. The mansion staff were kind to me, and it's not like my parents were cruel or anything. I just wasn't as good at anything as my older siblings were, so nobody had any expectations of me. And it wasn't something that could be helped, so I meant to accept it just as just the way things were. But in the end, it still hurt. I felt like I was invisible, like nobody would ever need me. Learning to play the violin was something I'd always wanted to try, so I was happy when my parents let me take lessons. But I never got along with my teachers. Oh, by the way, she had heart buns in the previous image. I forgot to mention it. Also, I really like her dress in this one. They always just wanted me to play certain kinds of music in certain ways, and never let me experiment. In the end, it got to be too much for me. I got mad, blew up, and said that fine, I didn't want or need their help. I'd just do it my own way. And that just got me scolded for causing trouble, offending people, and wasting my parents' time and money after I'd begged to be allowed to learn. It'll probably sound silly to you guys, but that was just rock bottom for me. I didn't have any place there, and I didn't need that rubbed in my face anymore. So I packed up my violin and my things, and I ran away from home. There was a group of traveling musicians in town, and I lied about my age and asked them to take me with them. But I guess none of them must have been magic users because the ID would have been able to tell them. Anyway, I've been on the road ever since then. Everything I've learned about music since then has been from freelance and folk performers like that. And I had the money that I took when I left the family to support myself whenever I'm not making enough. Being on the road has taught me a lot, and I feel a lot more alive than I did in my family's shadow, so I'm glad I ran away. But I still can't help but second-guess myself all the time. I was happy when you chose me, and it's been nice to have the chance to learn more classical notation from you and Saki. But, I don't know. Teagan being so critical of everything about me has been really rough. I've never had that much confidence in myself to start with, you know? It felt like I was being told to walk a line too thin for me to see. I'd be shaming the only things I could think are good about myself if I couldn't keep up. But I have no talent, and there are such big gaps in my knowledge that I knew it was only a matter of time until I screwed up and let you all down. God, it's hard to do her voice sometimes. I see, so that's why. You know, when I still lived with my family, The only person who really paid much attention to me at all was the head cook. My parents were busy with governing the town, and my older brother and sister were busy with their hobbies and with helping my parents. So when I wasn't taking lessons or anything, all I ever did was get underfoot in the kitchen. The cook was the one who taught me basically everything I know about food and cooking. She did it for the new workers and not just for me, so it wasn't like she especially felt sorry for me or anything. But thinking back on it, it was probably the happiest I ever was back at my family's house. So when you said that I got to share my feelings from back then with you, I don't know, it just made me feel really happy. I'm glad. I've only been able to talk about this with Saki up until now. He's really patient and nice, and we've had some similar experiences, so we've told each other about a lot of stuff. Speaking of Saki, where is he? It seems as though he was here with you, but we haven't seen him in town. Oh, he left just a little bit before you guys showed up. He said he was going to look up something, and that he'd be back when he was finished. Look something up? That must mean he wanted to go to the library and libretto. By the way, you two are acting kind of different. Did you guys finally hook up or something? Seriously? Oh my god! Congrats on the sex, you lucky nerds! But you've been getting laid too, haven't you? I have. But, I don't know how to explain it. But sex as a part of a relationship is a little bit different from sex just for the sake of it. It is? In a best case scenario, you won't really need to find out how, but yeah, that's my experience with it. Huh, that's kind of interesting. Can we please stop talking about this? It's really embarrassing. Okay. So, Mayrin, do you feel a little better now? Yeah, I guess I do. Ah, damn it, Aubrey! You were right. I don't know how confident I can be. I always feel like I'm falling short of everyone's expectations, especially mine, and that makes me anxious. But if you really still want me with you, yeah, like I said, it has to be you. Then, okay, I'll give it one more try. Okay. As for what to do next, I'm kind of worried that Saki isn't back yet. It's not like him to leave you on your own for so long, especially if it means mountain climbing by himself. Yeah, now that you mention it, I think we should try to catch up to him. Alright, let's go. Mayrin rejoined the party. And we obtained 15 scones. I guess Mayrin ate 1 and we made 16? I don't know. So, yes. Look forward to finding Saki next time. Thank you for watching. I love you. Bye-bye.